That's a nice one. Something like marble, eh? Okay, right. Okay, yeah, I think I'll give it a go, eh? Okay. Here's another very nice stone, this one here, Boston Banas. It's a beautiful shape, eh?
The Tengenenge blues, boss.
Tengenenge is a place of sculptors. The main element of Tengenenge is the stone. It's as if this place has got kind of a magical atmosphere. And that is Tengenenge. Tengenenge is a special place in the universe where dreams can materialize. You can find some of the best sculptures in the world in Tengenenge. Bern Matamera is one of the top 10 sculptors in the world. The sculptors in Tengenenge go from really absolutely top class, really wonderful, good sculptures of really good quality, well, going through to bad. But the best ones are as good as any that you can find in the world. The sculptors in Tengenenge came from Angola, Mozambique, and Malawi, and also people living in the local villages, people working on farms, and a few of them have been artists before, but mostly are people who have said, we want to come to Tengenenge, how can we start? I say, well, take a stone and don't look at other people's art too much, and use your own idea, and please don't copy anybody else's work. Tengenenge is just a small African village, totally hidden in the north of Zimbabwe. You can only come here by mud road, but people from all over the world find our village. We are all sculptors. We're all black except me, the only white guy. But anyway, many call me the Black White Man. All of us became artists. And instead of paying everybody a monthly wage, we all get an equal proportion of the money. We'll earn with the sale of our sculptures. Part of our earnings we invest in electricity and water for our village. 300 people living here, each with their own family, but we are one community living in harmony. It's difficult for me to describe exactly the spiritual sort of encouragement we experience here, but it just is there. This is where I stay. I better just close this cupboard door because there we are, that's better. You know, I'm not a very tidy person. Well, the original idea of this kind of house is that I like to live in a mud hut, and then I had an idea of doing like a geodesic dome. You see, these windows here are recycled bus windows, scrap windows. So It's quite cool in summer and hot in winter, this thing. The walls are not, you see, the walls are flexible. You see that? But I think a leopard would have a job to get in here. One night I was inside, went to bed, I was just going to sleep, and normally I've got no lock on my door, you know. And I heard it, the tree outside shaking. It went shh, shh, shh. So then I could hear the chicken go like that. So I thought, oh. And then the chicken went, flew down, and then it went like that. He was very angry. The leopard had tried to catch the chicken. So I lay here in my bed, and I thought, what's going to happen now? Because, you know, this is very tough. I don't think a leopard could push his way through here, but maybe he could come push my door open, because it blows open in the wind sometimes. Anyway, the leopard didn't come in. So the next morning I told Yusuf. So he made me the spear. He said, look, he said, so he made this. That's Lemon Moses' son, Mavis' son. So he made me the spear. He said, you should stay with the spear by your bed. And if anything comes to disturb you in the night, you can use the spear. So, anyway, so also it conforms with the other African people's houses. You know, it's just right for me. It's a bit crowded because everything lands up here. Some of my administration and all my video tapes and things like that. So it's a bit of a mess, I'm afraid. And this used to be the dining room here. This room here, but now it's just a place sometimes we exhibit our pictures, those pictures from Kenya and everything. So this is more at the center of the village. I feel very much at home here. You know, I never feel lonely. If I call Bakali, I could call Bakali, or he can come and call me. So I feel quite at home here. Once I was a rich tobacco farmer. I had over 100 people working for me. We were still living in the days of apartheid, but I always had a good relationship with my workers. I often was conscious about the big difference between my own life and prosperity and their situation. It was a time when you heard for the first time loud the whites had it all. The blacks had plenty of grievances, but I couldn't foresee the great changes that were going to come. We were living in our own nice villa, and I thought it would be forever. I'm not a political animal, but I think that according to the way things should go, the majority of the people should rule a country. But when the independence came, the white minority chose to rule alone. It was the beginning of years of struggle and war, and we were punished by the United Nations imposing severe sanctions on all our export crops, including tobacco. And it was very effective. When the United Nations sanctions came, I said to my wife, I'm going to be an artist. I said, because we can't sell 80 tons of tobacco any longer, but only 30 tons, and at half the price. I said, this spells disaster for our farming industry, and all our farm workers. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I've always had a dream that one day I would be an artist, and one day I'd be able to find a creative occupation for myself, because these people were just working with a hoe like this, you know, digging the field and looking at the sun like this, maybe looking at the watch like that, and maybe taking some snuff and going like this, and then carrying on, you see, and then you have to say, look, you left that grass behind. I didn't like that, you know, that kind of being a kind of a boss all the time, you know. I felt that the other things that they were talking about, the cultural things and things that they did and things they made, there was something extra about them, an African way of seeing things, and about the humor and the stories that they told and the way they told it. And so now my dream had come true, to hit me in the chest that the reality had come. Now I said to my wife, I'm going to be an artist. Most of my former farm workers started together with me sculpting. Their children were born here and became artists as well. We all shared that we wanted to earn a living, we all wanted to sculpt. I was happy because I was one of them, no boss anymore, just an artist like all the others. Some of us expose worldwide and become famous. Most of us, however, are anonymous artists. But they too belong to the treasure of Tengenenge. Bernard Matamera is something special. He is our absolute top sculptor. He has tremendous energy. The first thing you hear in the morning is a bird called a toppie, which goes. Then you hear the cock crowing, and then you hear Bernard going on the whole day until the sun goes down. You always see him working.
After checking cracks, I can see something inside the stone, which I can see myself on. So what I do is to open. Like when I give you a banana, you can't just eat, you have to open it. This is what I do in stones. Every stone I've got its own idea. When I check cracks on it's there already. Sure. So by tomorrow, you can see it by hands. This is going to be the face. So that is going to be the back. Sure.
It's just a nice stone. It's a good quality of soft stone. Everybody's a sculptor. If you take a stone, you start to do something, you'll produce something, an unknown figure, like putting your hands into muddy water and pulling a figure out from the top of its head to the tip of its toes, an unknown creature, a new creature in the world. From you, everybody's a sculptor. Everybody who takes a Tengenenge stone, one of these tools in their hand, will discover what kind of a sculptor he is, what he will make. It will be different from everybody else, unique. I've always been a little bit different from the other farmers. I had a very good contact with the local people. I really believed we were more than equal. At that time, there was a kind of an apartheid. It was in February 1966, I started living right in the village with the Africans here. Well, one day I went to town. I said, okay, Bernard, we're going to go to a pub. So we went to the Queen's Hotel, and then we went into the Queen's Hotel and into the pub, and they said, no blacks allowed to drink in the bar here. Now, I was with Bernard, one of my best artists, my best friend, and they said, no blacks can drink in this bar. He has to drink his beer outside. So I said, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So then one of the guys said there was another guy said, look, there's a shebeen over the road where you can buy beer. It's got some colours, but just watch out for the knives, eh? Just watch out for being stuck with a knife. So I took Bernard, we grabbed each other by the hand, we walked across the road, walked into the shebeen, hand in hand like that. We didn't say who wants to fight, but we said, we'd like some beer, please. We'd like some beer. Your piece is coming on, eh? Looks like it's going to be a woman, huh?
Yeah, woman.
I've only just done a little bit of work on my piece now. I'm going to go back to my piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This man is very fond of making torsos, and they always look very good from this side too. They've always got nice bottoms. Because everybody likes a big bottom, especially in Africa. Well, Wilfred, Tembo! Tembo! Wilfred!
Yeah.
Hello. So what about this one here? I never saw one of these in Tengenenge before. A skull like that.
It's like king everywhere. Where people are, there's a king.
Yeah.
So at the graves there is also a king.
Yeah.
But the grave king is most powerful. He can invite anyone to go there. So he's campaigning for more people to go to his country.
This is the king of the grave.
Yeah,
Invite more people to come to his country.
His country, and it's happening.
I hope he doesn't invite me too soon.
Yeah.
When I see that, I get scared, you know. Maybe I won't do that.
You mustn't get scared, because it's a way of everyone.
Yeah, I know.
He's a powerful king.
Everybody, yeah, sure. Got a metallic sound. It sounds like metal, like iron. This one? I don't think so. Oh yeah, this one too, listen. That's a spring stone, eh? It's a hard stone.
Yeah, spring stone.
This one's piece too, eh? Yeah. Bernard, can I borrow the hammer and chisel, please? Those tools. When I first came to Tengenenge, I had to make a road here. I came with a 1-ton truck, some bags of meal and a few working tools. So we built ourselves a round boma out of thorn trees because of the lions and wild animals. We made a fire in the middle. And then after a couple of days,